Are you like Ed? He's wondering why his YouTube channel won't grow, even though it feels like everything he's doing is of a high quality. And he's even got a posh microphone. To make things worse, YouTube was his plan to market his business, and it's currently generating him a massive $0, which means he has to make a decision now to protect his future. Ed, you have two choices. You can take the blue pill and wake up tomorrow morning, blame every reason in the book for why your channel isn't growing, or you can take the red pill, and although it might not be the easiest journey of discovery, finally have your eyes open to the real reason your channel won't grow. I'll take the blue one. What? Yeah, no, the red one sounds like way too much work. Oh, this guy. Not bad. Luckily, this version of Ed took the red pill and his eyes were open to all of the massive problems he just couldn't see. And it did this to his channel and changed his life forever. But you still might not have had this breakthrough. So in this video, I'm going to reveal to you all of the incredibly common mistakes Ed made in one of his first videos when he made growth so much easier, so that you can spot them and stop making them on your own channel. And I'm not going to hold back on this roasting because, well, I'm Ed. Before we watch it, we should probably start with the first massive mistake. Wow, just look at that title. 8 super important things you need to consider before you start a YouTube channel. An 83 character long title. Ugh. At that stage in my journey, I was in that whole stuff as many keywords into a title phase, which just kills the chance of a video performing on the homepage because it's too specific. And I was catering to what I thought the algorithm wanted, not what humans were interested in. And now it gets even worse. Ugh, that classic shade of blue and vomit. How did this not go viral? And then I've made the ultimate thumbnail mistake, and I've written the title of the video in the thumbnail. So the thumbnail is no longer a thumbnail, it's a title. So I have 2 titles, and they both suck and just say exactly the same thing. The point of a thumbnail is to create intrigue and make people want to know what happens next. Simply writing what the video is about on it does the opposite, and it kills click-through rates and makes it unclear, messy, and it's just a mega no-no. In fact, I can't leave this image like this. Hang on. Hello, James. This is James Kelly, a highly skilled creative who's joining Film Booth to help me level up my content.
So what do you need besides a miracle?
I need thumbnails. Lots of thumbnails.
Okay, loading up now.
Okay, I think I've got some inspiration here for you. I'm gonna send that up now.
Alright, yep, got the link. What's this? Ultimate Batman roleplay?
I'll come back to what James has made later so you can see how a thumbnail's really made. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's start the video and hope it's not as bad as the packaging. Why is it that most YouTube channels fail to grow? Well, it's because they have terrible thumbnails and titles, obviously. It's probably because they've missed out on these basic steps you need to take before you start eating. My voice sounds like it's walking through treacle. Why am I dragging every word that I say like my viewer's an idiot? So let's give it another play. The first step is your goals. Now, you might be a kid in your bedroom dreaming of YouTube fame. No, that just killed the retention of the video in a split second. So look at the retention graph. This is the point where I committed the crime in question, and look, that drop is the result, just there. The mistake I made was I just told everyone the point of the entire section of the video. That means the viewers don't need the content that comes after now. They'll just go, oh yeah, goals, I know where this is going, and then they'll skip to the next point. You have to make sure your viewers anticipate something, because when they don't, they get bored or leave, and it's one of the biggest writing mistakes going. Let's skip to this next mistake that I made that will wreck your viewers' session times, but it's one of the easiest things to fix. And then we'll reveal the new thumbnail design that James has been coming up with. James?
Yep.
How you getting on?
Yeah, things are going great, mate.
Okay, well hurry up.
Cheers.
Wrong font detected. Bad colors detected.
What am I going to do with this?
Core temperature rising.
So watch this to see my next mistake and how I ended the video. So make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. And over the next 10 years, that's right, 10 years, we're going to be providing content on a regular basis, all designed to help grow your channel. And check out this playlist here to learn all the basics of building, and I'm going to say the word again, growing your YouTube channel. Oh, it's the worst. So what I did there was kind of right, but actually it was hurting me more than it was helping me. So I've been using the same strategy for my end screen since the day I started this channel, where I simply point to a video and then tell them what to watch next. But that doesn't work, because even doing this, my end screen click-through rates were always really low. But I was making two big mistakes that are very hard to spot. And when I fixed them with a sneaky little system, it meant I managed to increase those click-through rates to over 20% with almost every video I made, which in turn creates longer viewer session times. And increasing those will grow your channel faster. And now I'm going to run you through how to use it and quadruple your clicks on your end screens. And I'm going to tell you the exact words to say too. So to harness the power of end screens, you first have to change the way you look at videos. And I can sum this up really in 4 words. Never finish a video. Seriously. What you want to do is make it feel like someone has only watched half of the content they really need. And you do that at the end of your videos by saying something like this. The thing is, even after learning all of these powerful YouTube tips I've just taught you, you still have a big problem, and that means you still need more information to fix that problem. And believe it or not, that key information you need is in this video right here. So make sure you watch that next to really get the results you want. Now, of course, you'd need to tailor that to your own content, but I constantly get comments like this as a result of that statement, and massive end screen click-through rates and longer session times, which play a big part in blowing up channels. So treat your end screens with the same care and attention as you do your thumbnails and titles. But there's another big mistake I was making other than not really selling the end screens, and 99% of YouTubers will have made this at some point or still are, and that's I gave the viewer too much choice. So the problem with giving people more than one option to click on is they are less likely to click anything at all. Just give your viewers one thing to do. Make it the subscribe button and ask them to subscribe, or set up the problem they have and then tell them the solution is in the next video. Trying to do both is counterproductive. Definitely do not use 3. James, how's that thumbnail coming on?
We did it, mate. We got there. Easy.
So now let's look at how to transform the packaging on this highly offensive older video to see if we can get it to work. So as we know, the original video was called 8 super important things you need to consider before you start a YouTube channel, which is so long it would be dangerous today to try and say it in one breath. Now, consider was the first word that just has to go. Not dramatic enough, and then super important to me feels like it has very little meaning. So I came up with this instead. 8 growth hacks new YouTubers must not ignore. But I think that's only okay. So I had a look at the first sentence of the intro just to see if there was any other direction I could take it. And it said, why is it that most YouTube channels fail to grow? Well, it's probably because they've missed out on these basic steps. Now, luckily for me, this meant I could level up my title with way more dramatic words, and I came up with new YouTubers who ignore this will fail. Short, dramatic, intriguing. Now we're talking. And then the thumbnail, thanks to James, looks like this. It's like chalk and cheese, but I'm telling you now, your packaging is more important than your video. If you can't get clicks, you can't build watch time, and for the majority of creators I work with who can't understand why they're not growing, this is nearly always the problem. The thing is, when the channel started growing, as a result of fixing these issues, a whole new bunch of problems suddenly appeared, which could have destroyed everything. And I really wish I'd been prepared for them sooner, because it would have made my journey not just faster, but more enjoyable. So to make sure you don't make them too, and are more than prepared to experience the growth you desire, watch this video next, and combine with what you've just learned, it'll make the results 10 times more powerful. See what I did there?
Warning. Core temperature rising.
Right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com, and do not get confused by the website names. SMMShiba and SMMDodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders, and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.